Shabbat Shalom one more time, and you are welcome to the Shabbat of this morning. The Parashat that we are going to discuss about this morning is called Parashat Ki-Tetze. And Ki-Tetze meaning when you go out. When you go out to do what? When you go out to a battle. Remember that every day, every time is a battle. Every time, people think that the battle is only, the physical one. Like what is going on in Ukraine and in Russia, or what is going on in other parts of the world where people, in Israel and the Palestine, where people shoot and so on. So that is a battle too, yes. But there is one that is even more deadly, more dangerous, and that is the spiritual one that most of us, we are sleeping, we don't even care. That one, yes, is dangerous. I'm not saying it's not dangerous. I'm not trying to underestimate it. No. Don't get me wrong. That is, people are dying. Innocent are dying. People are, children, women, people that have nothing to do with any politics are dying. I understand that. But what I'm saying here is there is one that is more deadlier. And that is the one, that you don't even see. That one you see, right? But this one you don't see it. It's spiritual. If people are sleeping and everybody will turn our head in one direction, because somebody come and tell us that, we have a kind of new way of life, new way of understanding the Torah, or new way of living. And they begin to dictate to us this new way. And they're going to tell us that, the God of your fathers is dead. They come and tell you that, the Torah is Old Testament. You don't need to obey it. It's garbage. No, I'm going to give you a New Testament. A testament that is different from the one that Yeshua followed. From the one that the Holy One gives to us on Mount Sinai. And now they come and tell you, a woman can be a man. It's good. And everybody say, hey, it's good. They come and tell you, a boy can become a girl. You cannot talk against it. And if you talk against it, they tell you are a madman. And when you say, no, the Torah says a man is a man, a woman is a woman, that we have only two genders. Or when they tell you that, that the one that is committing crime, fraudsters are good, because they have all the money in the world. They say, yeah. But that is the new religion. That is what we are seeing. But God is saying, no, you have to stand in the old-fashioned way. That is why they call it the old-fashioned way. Because it's a way that leads to eternal life. So, this Parashat Ki-Tetze, I subtitled it, do not be afraid. That's what God is telling us. Right? In the Messianic writing, we saw what Yeshua was talking about, and in the Haftorah, we saw what the prophet, the Hanavi, was discussing. He said, do not be afraid, I am with you. I will bless, I will keep, I will protect you. Don't be afraid, I am just right there to lead you through. In a nutshell, in a nutshell, the entire parasha that we're going to talk about this morning is this. This Parashat Ki-Tetze include the law of the beautiful captive. When you capture a woman of a beautiful appearance, and when you want to marry her, what do? You give us instruction. But we need to understand why the Holy One, blessed is He, is telling us this. Remember, in the previous books, right? God said, you shall not what? You shall not intermarry, right? You shall not marry another people. You shall only marry your own people. That's what He said. But now, God is giving us a way out, because He knows that we are human beings and we are going to go against that. He knows that. He knows that we will surely say, you know what? That woman is good. Right? So God is saying, I give you a way out, but there must be a but. That if you bring this woman inside your house, you will shave her head. You shave it off, you allow her finger to grow. Ugly. If you still love her in that state, then you can marry her. Right? Because the beauty of a woman is what? Is the hair of a woman. When you shave that hair, the woman is like a man. Right? Ugly. But when the woman has a long hair, and that is why in our culture we always cover the woman's hair. There's a purpose, there's a reason. There is in the spiritual part of it, we know that the understanding is because the angels fell because of that. So the hair of a woman. Can you imagine that? The power that holds. Right? But it's also because of a condition, of a geographical condition. A geographical condition, the winds blow the desert, right? Or your hair will full of sand. So you cover and you protect it, right? You don't want to be washing every time, scratching your head, right? So those are the idea. So here, God is saying, if you want that woman and you surely want her, then you can marry her after all those things, after you perform all those rituals. And it's also giving us the right of the firstborn. If you have a woman that you don't like has a son, and the one that you love has a son, the right of the firstborn goes to the one that you don't like, who is the right owner of the right of the firstborn. The dignity of the dead. He gave us that, and he also gave us the law of Rachamim, the law of mercy, right? Where you are going to allow the mother bird to go. If you see a bird and the egg, you cannot kill the mama and the baby. That is wrong. That is not big. That means you are not compassionate. And God is saying you have to be like your father. That you have to be like our God, who is compassionate, merciful, and gracious. Right? So it's very, very important. When you see a bird, you let the mama go, you take the egg, because the mama will lay another egg. But if you take the egg and you kill the mama, you are trying to extinguish or exterminate the whole species. So it is not right. So all those are the things that this parasha actually has one of the biggest mitzvot, in all the Parashot in the Torah. So there's a lot of laws, that is given here. So that is just the nutshell. Now to dive into the Parashat, which I wanted to talk about this morning, especially Devarim chapter 21 verse 10. It states, when you wage war against your enemies, God will give you victory over them, so that you will take captives. In the previous Parashat, in the Parshas Shoftim, that was last week, we're not around last week, but if you read Parshas Shoftim at home, the Torah closes that chapter with this in Devarim chapter 20, Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 1. It states again, when you go to battle against your enemies and see horses, war chariots, and an army bigger, larger than yours, do not be afraid of them. Since God, your Lord, who brought you out of Egypt, is with you. When you go out to war against your enemy, it's the same statement. That is Devarim chapter 20, verse 1. If you read it, the same statement with Parashat chapter 21. So when you go out against your enemy and you see an army that is bigger than yours, that is so mighty, that is so strong, with missiles, with intercontinental ballistic missiles, you see, oh my God, I am finished. You shall not be afraid of them. For the Lord your God will go and fight your battle for you, and you are going to take captive. You are going to take them captive. Why is Moshe telling us this? The most important thing is this. It's not the weapons. It's not the horses. It's not the soldiers that are bigger than yours, or that they are bigger than you, that will defeat you. You defeat yourself before you've been defeated. That is in your mind. Moshe is telling us, you shall be of a strong mind. You shall stand firm, because your God will go and discomfort your enemies. In the ending of Parashat Shoftim, you are going to see it there. He said, and when you go to a battle against your enemies, the Kohanim shall come and talk to the soldiers, talk to the Israelites, with the purpose why you are going into a battle. There must be a purpose, there must be a reason. It's okay, you are going to battle against your enemies. Number one, a camp, the Kohanim will say, who among you has a house that just built and has not lived there? Let him come out. The soldier will come out. Who among you just married a woman? They'll come out. Who among you just have a farm and plant and has not taken anything? Come out. And there are those ones who say, go home. They go home. Right? But those ones that remain, because why is the Kohanim is doing this? Because once a soldier, one person panic, they can panic the whole army. And when the whole army panic, they are defeated. Even though if they are stronger. That is the idea. So, but God is saying, that when those ones go out, the rest of you shall be resolved. Resolved to the core, to the last man standing. You shall fight But before you fight, it's not the number, or the Lord your God will go ahead of you to panic your enemies, and you shall slaughter them and take them captive. That is the idea. The idea is that my hope is in God. I depend upon Him, that He fight my battle for me. I cannot defend myself. That's what He's saying. We cannot defend ourselves. Any man, any woman, any person that is defending is God. That God is a weak God. It's not a God. Because you are defending it. But God says, you don't need to defend me. I defend myself. I'm the one that defends you. God is the one who carries us upon His wings. We don't have wings. Do you have wings? No, I don't have wings. Because I don't think you have. I don't have wings. No, I don't have wings. It is God that put me upon His own wings. So this is the idea that it is God that carries us above all the mountains. You might see that trouble. You might see that temptation or that trial that you think is bigger than you. God said, don't be afraid of it. Because you are going to capture it as a captive. But you have to believe. You have to trust. You have to follow Him. It's not a religion. It's a faith. So he continued. He said, this is the beautiful explanation taken from the first battle in Shoftim from Rabbi Daniel Laja, one of our rabbis. He said, how is it possible when you see horses, chariots, and an army bigger, larger, stronger than yours, not to be afraid? It would be a natural instinct to be afraid, which is normal. You see, like for example, the Americans with their war machine, right? For example, with the aircraft carrier, other army panic, they pee in their pants because I have never seen this type of thing with all this power that is coming. It's natural as because we are human beings. It's natural to panic. It's natural to be what? To be afraid. But let's see what God is saying, or according to the explanation of Rabbi Daniel. He said, it will be natural for people, it's an instinct for us to panic, to be afraid. He went on to explain, based upon Rabbeinu Yonah. Jonah said, that if one look at the end of the verse that we just read, it says, since Adonai your God took you out of Egypt. If we pay attention to this, we realize that we got out of Egypt against all odds because of the Holy One, blessed be He that is with us. As a result, we should apply the same principle here. When there is a large army, we should not be afraid because of them, because our God will surely deliver us. Rabbeinu Yonah emphasizes that the need to make the connection that if we look to the Holy One, blessed be He, there is no reason for us to be afraid of our enemies. In truth, the word "do not be afraid" are really a hint reminding us that if we recall Hashem taking care of us and taking us out of Mitzrayim, He will take us out of the precarious situation that we are also. So it's a connection that we have to connect. If we read it at the end, say, because the Lord your God is what? Is with you. It's not because I have the might. It's not because I have the power. It's not because I'm a Superman that flies. Neither am I a Batman that has a Batmobile. The Batman, the car, is a sophisticated car. It can change color, it can change everything, it can do whatever, it can even fly. Right? So I'm not a Batman, neither am I a Superman, that have a laser in his eyes that can see all kinds of things, right? So, but because the Lord my God is with me, He will be the one to do or to go ahead of me to defend me. That is the idea. He said, the angel of the Lord will go before you to prepare your ways. That's what He said. It's not you, because as you are going, we are innocent, just like our innocent children, right? We are just moving. But you don't see the battle, the spiritual one that the Holy One has been fighting for you in the spiritual realm. Just like in the case of what? Balaam, the prophet. The Balaam did not see the angel, right? Balak sent to seek Balaam to curse Israel. He said, donkey go. Donkey said, I'm not going again. He said, why are you not going? He beat the donkey. Beat the donkey, go. Donkey said, I'm not going. Then he said, why are you not going? Beat the donkey. Then, why are you beating me? The donkey asked. He said, because you scratched my leg against the wall. He said, the donkey then replied, he said, since you be riding me, Have I ever done that? The man replied, the truth, no, you have never done that. So there must be a reason, no? But my question now is, another question is, if you are a normal human being, if you've not smoking weed, right, in your head, or not taking some substance, if you see a donkey speaking, what do you do? You run. Because it's not normal for a donkey to be speaking to you and you are replying back. You know, it's just an idea, you know. So the donkey replied, no, I've not done, I mean, you are beating me, and the man replied back to the donkey, yeah, I understand you've not done that before. Then the Lord God opened his eye, he saw the angel. He was afraid. He's shaking in his spine, right? Because God opened his eye. The donkey have seen the angel, but he never saw it. So this is what I'm trying to connect. As you go, you are innocent, you are just going on your own way. But the Holy One has sent his angel before you to do what? To prepare your way, to make it clear for you. As you pass there, where everybody is falling, you will be flying. But he's there to lift you up. So don't be afraid. When you see an army bigger than you, you are thinking in your head, this situation that I am now is bigger than me. Remember, I call it situation. Don't forget, it is not a circumstance, right? There's different between situation and circumstance. As I said, you are in a situation and you think that this situation is bigger than you, that how am I going to deliver myself? How am I going to escape this? How am I going to go over this? That I have turned to the left, to the right, to everywhere, I don't know what to do. The only one is saying, don't be afraid, don't panic. I know all of us have entered into a plane before the plane takes off, right? It's an analogy. They give and they demonstrate, right? In case of what? In case of emergency, right? Don't panic. Because panic kills more than the main situation. Because people panic, they stamp on one another. Don't panic. Because when you panic, you lose your sense. You lose control. And once you lose control, it's finished. But when God says, don't panic, be calm. You can reason. Once you can reason, okay, this one goes this way. Okay, no. I think this side is there. Because you can reason. But a man that panic cannot, he lost the sense of what? Of reasoning. It's like an animal. Even animal, it will reason. Because his sense is no more. It's gone. It's like a drunkard. You know, that fall down because cannot reason. His soul is gone. So this is why the Holy One is saying, do not panic. Don't be afraid. Stand firm and I will see you through. I would like to take it more step further and connect the first time the Torah mentioned when you go out to war in last week, Parashat Shoftim, to the opening verse of this week, Parashat Ki-Tetze. If you are successful in following the word of Rabbeinu Yonah, and remember, it is all due to the Holy One, blessed be He, that won the battle for you, that won the battle for me. When we are in battle and are not afraid of the enemy, because we remember that the Holy One, blessed be He, is the one that took our father out of the land of Egypt. Despite all odds against us, remember that despite the Egyptian will say, I'm going to kill all the firstborn of your children. Despite all the gods of Egypt, all of them against us, the Lord God lifted us up and brought us out of Egypt. Even though Satan came, he said, no, Israel is mine. God said, no. It's not yours. Israel is mine. Because of the promise of the fathers. Because I promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The land is for him and his descendants. And if Israel is no more, then the land belongs to nobody. No, but the land is Israel. And the Israel will have to come and inherit that land. When God promised, his promise is eternal. It is bounded together with him. And God brought us up with his wing over the sea of reed, divided to the other side, to safety, right? So this is the idea. Don't be afraid. Do not panic. Do not peace in your minds. It is the people that has no faith that does that. I understand. I'm saying, I'm not in your situation. You are not in my situation. I don't know the situation that you are passing through. I don't know how you think the mountain is, right? You might think that the mountain is like Mountain Everest, 10,000 meters high. And you think, oh, I cannot fly over it. But the Holy One is saying, no, I'm with you. I created all things. This mountain, I will make it a what? A valley for you. Right? That's what he's saying. But it all depends on faith, not religion. But religion will tell you Formula 1, Formula 2. Right? But it's not about formula here. It's you having a faith in him. And once you have that faith that is strong and you are determined, you will capture that mountain. I tell us back again, I bring us back again to the book of the book of Bereshit, the book of Genesis. And the Torah said, and the word that man that determination is hard. Once they are determined to do something, they will do it. Faith is like that. Faith is about determination. When you are determined to do it, you will surely do it. Except you are not determined. You start looking for excuses. But if you are determined, say, this is what I'm going to do, you can achieve anything. People said the sky is the limit, right? For them. But I said the sky is never your limit. You have no limit. Because the Holy One is above the sky. Right? You have no limit. You are limitless. Except you want to become the people of the world and say, I have a limit. It's your choice. Right? But if you say, I am limitless, you are limitless. Because your God is limitless. There's no limit with him. So we need to understand this particular principle. The battle which the Torah described here is not limited to the physical one that I just said. Understanding the physical war in which the Hebrew people engage. Rather, the Torah can be viewed through each individual battle that he or she faces every day. We go through life facing adversity and challenges that are internal struggle and battles. The inner strength one has is fueled by the feeling of support which the Holy One, blessed be he, is giving us. Faith is a wonderful tool if you truly believe in it. If we only give it a lip service, then the strength will not be there for us during our time of need. That is, if we just mouth service, if you don't mean it. That's how I always tell us here. Remember the Mizbolet David that we always say. I said that psalm is extremely powerful. People have no idea how powerful that psalm is if you actually mean it. But if you say, okay, the rabbi said I should go to Psalm 23, let me just read it. I'll just read it. It's of no use to you, right? I always tell us, why do you come here? When you can sit down in your house and relax and watch TV and do what? If you want to come here and go home and remain the same, you're just wasting your time, right? But if you are determined that I want to come and learn and understand and improve my ways spiritually and physically, then you have a gain. Right? Because you are come with one understanding and you are going up with an improved form of understanding. So that to me is the most important. That we can continue to improve from one step to another step. Moreover, if we are successful in applying our faith in the Holy One, always bearing in mind and heart that He takes care of us and He took us out of Egypt from the danger in מצרים, then we won't be afraid because we only know that He's always there to defend us. Once we are no longer afraid internally, synthesizing that it is the Holy One who gave us this strength to overcome fear, then the Holy One will deliver our enemy into our hands. The last word of the pursuit of the verse is this: so that you will take captives. Describe the capture and defeat of the Yesera, of the negative tongue, of the evil inclination, of the negative side. When we have overcome this challenge, we own it. We now can face any similar challenges in the future because you now have the understanding how to defeat the enemy. Because you defeated it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It is now your captive. is under your control. So this is the idea. God told Moshe Rabbeinu that, okay, throw the stick, and he threw the stick, and the stick became what? A serpent. I don't know the reason why the stick become a serpent. Why can't the stick become a lion, for example? Why can't the stick become a scorpion, or a tiger, or an elephant, something like that? But why a serpent? Because God is saying, I'm going to give you enormous knowledge, enormous wisdom. You have to control it. Take it from the tail, and it became a stick in his hand again. If you don't control it, and you allow the knowledge to control you, you finish. And we saw it in his life too. He let anger took control of him, and was not able to enter into the promised land because of that. Just an anger. You have to control, you have to be the one in control. You should not allow the situation to control you. You should control the situation. Right? Okay? You should not allow your situation. It's a temporary thing. It's not permanent. You should not allow the situation to control you. Because when the situation controls you, you miss the mark. If you try to follow the way the situation is taking you, no. You have to be the one in charge, controlling it. But once you are in charge, it will never defeat you. It's your captive. You should capture it, you control it. So you are the one, you are the head. So you move the way that you want. You are free. It is not the situation that is taking you captive as a slave, but you are the one taking it captive. So this is what the Holy One is encouraging us in this Parashat of this morning. Don't be afraid. He's with us. Don't be afraid. He stands firm with you. Don't be afraid. I will defend you. That's what the Holy One is saying. Parashat Ki-Tetze. Shabbat Shalom. All right. Can we go to page 7?